Hello vlog hogs, I'm having a day, okay? Let me just complain for a second. Sorry to start the vlog off with a complaint, but my pharmacy, I just went, I swear to you, they used to be closed for lunch from 1:30 to 2 o'clock, okay? I swear, because I always thought, oh, that's weird. I would think they would be closed from 1 to 1:30. Well, apparently they've changed, and now they're closed from 1 to 1:30. I pull up to the pharmacy, 1:01 p.m., and they're closed. And mind you, I still haven't swapped my pharmacy, so it's like very far away from my house now. Very much out of the way. And yeah, so I left. Luckily Shane's gonna be like kind of passing through the area tomorrow, so he's gonna swing by and pick them up for me, but I'm just like, are you effing kidding me? So I did that. Before that, I went to the library to return my library book, and Shane did go with me there, and I just like dropped him back off at home before I went to the pharmacy because he wanted to go and get a library card, so he signed up for that, which was nice. We also went to my parents' house today to just kind of like obviously check on the dogs. We're still doing that. But my parents are coming back today, so I wanted to just make sure that like we took out their trash and that their house was nice and clean. Not that we made it messy or anything, but I don't know. I just like to make sure that it's nice for them whenever they're coming back. So they'll be back this evening, which is going to be great.
Pothole reported ahead.
Oh, pothole reported ahead. Let's keep an eye out for that. So yeah, also, oh my gosh, I just got flipped off. Y'all, I just got freaking road rage for no reason. I'm trying to merge. I'm in 2 lanes. Okay, not right now, but I'm in 2 lanes. The 2 far right lanes. The far right one keeps going straight. The one that I'm in, the left right lane, also goes straight, but also can go to the left. I'm trying to merge over. Nobody in this state of Tennessee understands what merging is or understands the correct way to merge. Like, we truly have the worst drivers in the entire United States of America. Nobody's letting me merge, so I can't get over. This guy behind me is swerving in and out, acting like a maniac. And then finally, once I start getting over, he like zooms past me, lays on his horn, and sticks his entire head and his arm out the window, looking at me, flipping me off. And I'm like, I didn't even do anything. I'm just trying to merge. Oh my God. So it's just like, it's not my day. It doesn't feel like it's my day. Honestly, it doesn't feel like it's my week. I've been on my period all week. I really wanted to vlog more this week and like get a lot done at the house. No, it has been honestly one of the worst periods I've ever had in my life. I was like asking Shane if he could come home from work early the other day, sobbing to him on the phone. Truly some of the worst cramps I've ever experienced. Just, it's been really bad, but it's getting better. I'm on day 3 now, I think, and it's like starting to get a little bit better. So that's good, but yeah, I just thought I would share all of that with y'all. So I'm currently on the way back home. Shane and I have a call in like 40 minutes or so with the real estate agent who's going to be selling our old house. And oh man, that's making me feel really emotional. I don't want to talk too much about it right this second, but maybe we can talk about it later in the vlog. But like, obviously there have been so many complicated emotions with moving and with us like trying to list our old house. It's making me really emotional. So we're going to talk with her about like pricing and just all of that. She did send us an email with a bunch of information, including the photos of, God, sorry, I'm driving by a huge truck. It's probably so loud. I mean, I know it's loud whenever I'm driving anyway, which I'm sorry if that's annoying to y'all, but sometimes it's just feels like a good time to vlog. But she sent us an email with like pricing strategies and photos that like the professional photos that were taken, and it's just so weird to see the house without our furniture in it and with like different furniture in it. And I'm like, this just feels wrong. But she's giving us like a few different pricing strategies. And the one that I think that we're going to go with, she was like, I honestly don't even think it'll be on the market for a week. So that would be nice. It wouldn't really be priced as high as we originally were wanting to price it. So that kind of sucks, but also it'll be nice to just like have it done and over with, you know? So we're going to talk to her a little bit more about that today, and then I'm going to try to clean the house just a little bit. I do have a friend coming over tomorrow morning, which is extremely exciting because she's going to come see our house for the first time. So I want to make sure that the house is nice and clean and tidy and everything. I did get a little bit of cleaning done a couple days ago, but then my period like actually hit me like a freaking truck and I had to stop. So I'm hoping I can get a little bit more done today, and maybe we can hang up some art today because we still have a bunch of random art. And I say every single day of my life that I want to get art hung up, and we never do. So let's see what we can get done. Let's see if I can make it home with nobody else flipping me off. Okay, we're going to get a few more hooks out of the wall before we get that hung up. So I thought I would do a quick little haul for you because I did order something from Etsy, and then I also ordered a few cute new shirts from this shop that I found called Wig Dog Press. They're like this place that thrifts t-shirts and like different clothing, and then they do like screen printing on it or whatever, I guess. But first, I thrifted this from one of my favorite Etsy thrift shops. And look, I always have to give the disclaimer that I'm not a Disney adult, but I respect, well, do I? Well, I honor you if you are a Disney adult. But I do like Eeyore because I feel like I am a very Eeyore person. Sorry, the lighting in here is terrible, but it's this really thick purpley fleece. It's got Eeyore and it says one gloomy guy. And I'm like, if that ain't me. So I got that. And that is from a thrift store. And then these, I got 3 t-shirts from Wig Dog Press. This one is so cute. It's this like burnt orange color. And it has this little cat on a table with a plant and a plate, a plate of food, eggs. Okay, cutie. And it's kind of like cropped, which is nice. And then this one is a cute little light green top that has this like sweet little collar. And this one has 3 fish on it. So I thought that was kind of cutesy. And then of course I got this one in the mail today because I just did a load of all whites yesterday. And I could have washed this, but I got a really big white shirt with these 2 rats on it that are kind of like fighting or something. I don't know. I thought it was cute. So there's my quick little clothing haul for you. So I'm going to wash these. I don't know what I'm going to do about the white one. I might wash it by itself in the sink, but the other ones I'm probably just going to go start a load of laundry because I do need to do some like mediums/darks. But we're going to get this big piece of artwork hung up, and then the other ones are done. There are a few other things that we need to hang, but I don't know that we're going to do them today. So I will show you this big one once it's up and looking good. Hello, it's me, obviously. Who else would it be? It's like whenever it's like whenever your mom calls you and is like, honey, it's mom, which like my mom never does. But I feel like I see that happen in like TV and movies and in books and stuff. And it's like, okay, duh. Anyway, I just went to the bookstore. Okay, I went to Barnes and Noble because as y'all know, I had a gift card and I got an email and they got me. Okay. They sent me an email and said that they were half off, buy one, get one half off of hardback books. Is that what they're called? Hardbacks? That just sounds wrong to me. Hardback books were buy one, get one 50% off, and also like rewards members were earning extra rewards or whatever. So I decided to go. I actually went this evening. I had a very good day. I hung out with a friend today. She came over, and if she's watching, hello. Okay, but we had a really good day and just like hung out here and caught up, chit-chatted, showed her around the house and everything. And then I ate dinner with Shane. And then I was like, you know what? I think that I might want to go to Barnes & Noble tonight. I feel crazy. So I went and I had a little outing in the evening and it currently is 9:15. So I just got home and got cozy. I had to put my robe on. I have had honestly the worst stomach ache all day since like the moment that I woke up. And part of it is because I'm on my period. So like I'm sure that that's not helping matters, but I am like so bloated and just not feeling good. So I had to get cozy, but I got a few books. I thought that I would share them with you. I'm not going to read the synopsis of all of them, but I do want to read one of them. But the 2 hardbacks that I got, why does hardback sound so wrong? I don't know. I got this one that's been on my TBR for a little bit. It's by Kirsten King, and it is called A Good Person. I really like the cover of this one. Okay, cute. And then the other hardback that I got is, okay, this is the one that we're going to talk about. So let me show you this one first, and then we'll talk about the other one. This one is called Audition by Katie Kitamura. I also like the cover of this one, too. This one is like a woman meets a man. They meet for lunch at a Manhattan restaurant, and he's like much younger than her, but I don't know. It says that it's like a psychological thriller. And I was like, you know what? I haven't really read a thriller in a while. And so I'm interested in that because I feel honestly like lately, before I get into this book, this is like a good segue. Not that I really need a segue. I'm like showing you books that I got. But I've been having a hard time with reading lately, y'all. Like, I'm not having a hard time making myself read, but I just feel like I have not been getting that many good books. Like, I feel like everything has been so hit or miss, and I have been getting a lot of misses lately, and I'm just afraid that it's going to like put me in a reading slump or something because the more books that I read and the more that I'm just like, that was just okay, or like, oh God, that sucked. I'm like, I don't even want to try to read anything anymore, which is just so not true. But, and I have had good books here and there, but like, I just DNF'd a book. Okay, I DNF'd Girl Dinner by Olive E. Blake. I mentioned it in the last vlog and said that I was like not really enjoying it, and it just sucked. I got so far into it. I was honestly like 75% of the way through. And so I really didn't want to quit, but I just was like, I just don't care. It had a really, really good premise. It had a lot of potential. It was like about a sorority, and like there's like something weird going on with the sorority. And it was like dual POV of like one woman who is like kind of a professor or like an advisor or something at the, oh my God, hello, university. Wow. I need to put that little like loading symbol there. At the university that the sorority girls go to. Whatever, it was dual POV, and it was like her, and then it was like one of the sorority girls. And from the woman who's the advisor, she's like a new mom, and like all she ever talks about and thinks about is her child, which like makes sense, but also it like was truly the only thing that she was ever talking about. And I was like, what's going on here, girl? And then the sorority is like cannibals, and so I'm like, sorry to spoil it for you, but I'm like, it wasn't that good of a buildup. It wasn't that, it was like very obvious, and also it just like didn't seem that bad. I don't know. Listen, let's not get me started on the topic of that because that's gonna be weird. But anyway, look, the book just sucked, and so I'm like, whatever. I hated it, so I quit. I DNF'd. And then I'm currently reading one that's good. That's right there. It's called Favorite Daughter, and it's pretty good so far. But it's not like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. Which like every book doesn't have to be the best thing ever, but I would like it if they would stop sucking. So in order to try to like do things a little bit differently, I was like, I do like a lot of different genres, but I definitely tend to lean very, very much towards like contemporary fiction, literary fiction. And so I was like, I'm going to try to like find a thriller or two. I love a thriller. I just haven't really been into them lately. And so I was thinking, well, maybe I need to get something a little bit different. And so I saw this, and just the name of it, I was like, is that what the book is actually about, though? And then I read the synopsis and I was like, oh my God, it is. And so this just seemed like really, really silly and cute. And it also is like fairly small. So I feel like I can get through it pretty quickly. Very, very cute cover as well. And this is the other hardback that I got. And it is called The Infinite Sadness of Small Appliances. Okay, and I'm going to read you the synopsis. Basically, it's like a sentient Roomba. Just hear me out, okay? Just please hear me out. Harold and Edie Winter's home is just like any other. Harold's books line the shelves of his study, Edie's piano sits in the front room, and in the yard hangs their beloved birdhouse. Unlike in most homes, though, the appliances have minds of their own. In the near future, every home in the city is run by a group of sentient appliances, from the fridge in the kitchen to the car out in the garage, who watch over their humans, ensuring that all their needs are met and their days run smoothly. And no appliance is more committed to this duty than the newest member of the Winters household, Scout, a young Roomba vacuum cleaner with a penchant for To Kill a Mockingbird and a deep fascination with human emotion. But when Edie becomes ill, Scout and her fellow appliances discover that they can't protect their humans from everything. The Grid, an omnipresent force that monitors everyone in the city, seeks to evict Harold from the house, threatening to upend all their lives. With the help of a neighborhood boy who grows close to Scout, as well as Harold and Edie's formerly estranged daughter, the humans and appliances must outwit the all-controlling Grid to save the house in this captivating, heartwarming novel. And I was like, you know what? I'll try it because it sounds like it's probably going to be kind of emotional. Obviously, it says heartwarming, which like I really enjoy something like that. And I'm like, maybe this is what I need. Not that I'm even in a slump, because like I'm not in a slump. I keep reading these like DNF or like 2-star books, and I'm just like, what is going on? So I thought that maybe trying something different might help, because I do find that like I get into the pattern of reading the same kind of book over and over again. And I feel like whenever I read too many of the same kind of book over and over again, it's not like they all start to bleed together, but it's just that it's like, I don't know. It's hard. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying anything. So with that being said, I feel like I always ask for suggestions and stuff, but I truly would love any suggestions that y'all have for any books, okay, ever. And it can be any genre. Obviously, I'm like very much a fiction girl. I really like I said, contemporary literary fiction. I'm not like super into fantasy, but I'm not against fantasy. I would like to read more fantasy. I actually, side note, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of this, but I was thinking of reading The Lord of the Rings. I'm not funny. I really want to read The Lord of the Rings. I'm like, hold on. Now that's a good book. And like I've never read it, but I've like seen the movie, like the first movie for, I don't know, forever ago. But I'm like, I think I'm going to read The Lord of the Rings. So like I'm not against fantasy at all, but it just isn't what I usually gravitate towards. Love thrillers, love a mystery. I'm okay with romance or like rom-coms, you know. I tend to read, if I'm ever reading like romance, I tend to just read like smut, you know, like before bed, just to like put me to sleep. So yeah, if y'all have any recommendations, especially for anything that's like shorter and quick, that's just kind of like different, then I would love that. But yeah, I will keep y'all updated with this. I'm not going to start it right now or anything because I do have a couple books that I'm reading. Favorite Daughter by Morgan Dick. Yeah, Favorite Daughter by Morgan Dick. And that one's pretty good so far. And then I'm also listening to an audiobook. I'm listening to A House with Good Bones. I don't know if it's A House with Good Bones or just House with Good Bones by T. Kingfisher. And that's another one that's kind of disappointing me. I love T. Kingfisher so much. And this one is just kind of like, okay, like nothing's happening. Maybe I feel like if I was reading it and not listening to it, I would like it more because the narrator is like really annoying me. And also, I really hate it whenever you're listening to an audiobook and if you have like a woman narrator and she's doing like men's voices and vice versa, I'm just like, can y'all stop? Literally every man's voice, she's like, well, what are you talking about? What do you mean you saw that in the garden? Like everything she's saying, I'm like, what's going on with this? So whatever. Okay. So anyway, I'll like I said, I'll keep you updated on the appliances book. This is definitely going to be something I'm going to read soon because I do feel like I need something different. And it just seems really cute. So I hope that it is cute, but we'll see. I also looked at another thriller or mystery. It was like a murder mystery, and it was like a bunch of woodland creatures. I don't remember what it was called, but the cover was so pretty. The artwork was really nice, and it was like woodland creature mystery thriller. And then I was like, well, I'm not sure that I want to read that, I was like, but that would be different. So there's your reading update. Sorry I give so many reading updates in the vlogs. It's just like something to talk about and something that I'm doing. And like, y'all know I don't really have that much else going on. So there's that. Give me recommendations for books, literally any books, any genre, anything. But it has to be good, okay? Don't give me a recommendation for a shitty book. All right, don't piss me off. Hi everyone, I'm just putting some nail polishes back because I had some out the other day whenever we were talking about the Mooncat sale that's going on. Y'all are going to be proud of me, by the way, because Mooncat is having their sale. They usually, I think, have 1 or 2 sales per year. Might just be 1, I'm not totally sure. And then Cracked is also having a sale. And I am not shopping either, okay? I'm not shopping either because I'm looking at my nail polish right now. I have plenty of polish, and I've already bought plenty of polish this year. So I'm like, I'm not spending money on that. That's fine. But I am about to pick out a polish because I think that I want to do my nails right now. I know that I want to do them today, but I just don't really know what to pick. I've honestly been thinking a lot about this one, which is called Banquet of Breadcrumbs, and it's this like really gorgeous bright green with a really pretty shimmer. It's not focusing right now, but that's okay. Also, seem like I'm in a green mood. I just have on this little dress. I know that y'all have seen this before. I took it to the beach, or I usually always take it to the beach, but this is my humidity dress, okay? I wear this dress when it's so humid outside and I don't want to wear anything else because I hate the feeling of humidity and I hate the feeling of wearing a t-shirt while it's humid and like the shirt. I already wear such like huge t-shirts, so whenever I wear a shirt and it's like huge and heavy and like feels like it's wet and it's like sitting on my skin, oh my God, it drives me nuts. So I like this dress because it's like this kind of like, I don't know, it's like not a scratchy material at all, but doesn't cling to me at all. It's just like flowy and comfortable for the humidity. So that's why I'm wearing that, because it won't stop raining. But today it's sunny, and so I guess it will stop raining. And it's so hot, but I'm going to pick out my polish. Then we're going to chat a little bit because I have a little update for you, okay? All right, I'm going to have my hands full whenever I'm going downstairs because I can't quite decide if I want to use a quick dry top coat or a normal top coat. I really like to use a normal one. I know that I've told y'all before, but Olive and June is one of my favorite top coats, and I really like theirs because it's like very thick and juicy and looks really pretty. But the quick dry definitely does dry so much faster and makes it to where I just like don't have to worry about messing my nails up at all. But I am going to do Banquet of Breadcrumbs. Here you can see it a little bit better. It's kind of focusing. Has the prettiest shimmer. And then I'm also going to potentially do a layer of Fairy Tinkle from Cracked on top, which is this like really cutesy multicolor shimmer. I'm not totally sure if I will use the topper or not, but we'll see. So I'm going to do that here in just a few minutes once I go downstairs. But like I said, I have a little update for y'all, and I'm going to try really hard not to cry, okay? And it's like, don't worry. Don't worry about me about to cry. I'm totally fine. But we did go back to the old house today because we're getting ready to like finally list it and hopefully get it sold, which is like obviously exciting. And we're ready to get that done. Like it's something that we would really like to get done and like potentially get it sold before we go to the beach this year. Like that's kind of like our goal, is just to like have it done by then. But oh my gosh, y'all, it is really, it's really hard. I personally am having a really, really hard time with it. And like I knew that I would. And I've honestly been kind of having a hard time throughout this entire process. I just haven't really talked about it that much. I feel like I have sat down and like vlogged and talked about it a little bit, but like the clips just don't end up getting included for no reason in particular. But I've wanted to talk about it because I feel like with moving, it's like it tends to always be, I mean, obviously everybody has different situations, and sometimes it's like you're moving for a bad reason. And like, I don't think I need to give all of those disclaimers, but I feel like whenever we think about moving, or at least I can speak for myself in this recent move, let's do that. For myself and Shane in this recent move, it's been so exciting. It's been so much fun. Like our new house is so amazing. It's just, we love it so very much, but there also is just a lot of grief that comes along with moving. And I don't know. I don't really, I don't know. I don't know if people think about that a lot. I don't want to say like more people should be talking. I hate when people are like, more people should be talking about this. It's like, whatever. I don't know if people are talking about this or not, because I've never really been one to consume a lot of like moving content or anything like that. But I have such a huge attachment like to my space, and it's so special to me to have like my house be like comfy and cozy and cute, and like y'all know, I take a lot of pride in that. And like, that is just something that's very important to me personally. And I think that is because I spend so much time at home, and like, it's my comfort zone. And so like the thought of selling like our first house, my first house, like I lived there, I was moving in there right before Shane and I got together. So there's so many memories there. But yeah, like I was living there just before Shane and I got together, or like I moved in right before we got together, and had like just finished doing some renovations to it. And I got Boomer like right whenever I moved in, like there. And obviously we got Birdie while we were living there. And like, I don't know how long I was living there before Shane moved in, maybe like a year or maybe more, maybe a year or two before Shane moved in with me. I can't quite remember exactly, but it's obviously our home for sure, because like we made it that way. And I also see it as like my home because, technically it is. And I lived, I had the space first, and I, of course, like decorated everything. And then Shane just moved into it and was like, yeah, this is fine. Like, how he is. But either way, whether it's like mine or his or ours or whatever, like on paper, it doesn't really matter. It's just like our first home. And it's so special to me. And it's really, really hard. I don't want to be crying on the internet. I cried in a vlog a few vlogs ago, but it's just really, really hard. And so, the only reason that I ever share anything like emotional or that's like, I don't know, whatever, is just because I would like to think that I can relate to some of y'all, and hopefully y'all can relate to that feeling as well, of just like you're excited to move and like you love your new place, but it is really, really tough to let your old place go. And so I'm having a hard time with that. And we went earlier because I haven't even been back since we moved. Like Shane has been there multiple times to like pick up random stuff. And
he's been dealing with the realtors and he's been doing like so much in regards to that, which has been amazing. But like I have not been there since the day that we moved big furniture, which was like what, March 18th, 19th, 20th, somewhere around there. So it's been like 2 months since I've even been there. And we just like pulled in the driveway and I started crying. And, this past week, I think I mentioned like we had a call with the realtor about listing the house and doing all of that. And I cried as soon as that was done as well. And it's just, it is grief. Like it really is. It's like, it is a loss. And while it is like a good situation and while it is exciting, it still is just, it's really painful to like have to let go of a home. I'm the kind of person where like if I get a new car, I get really upset because I like miss my old cars. And like Shane is like, Shane was like, I cried my eyes out whenever my mom sold her first car. And I'm like, oh, I was the same way, like attached to my parents' different vehicles. And like, I'm also not, like, I haven't moved that much in my life. So I think that that's also part of it, and like we lived there for like 10 years, which is a really big chunk of time. And it's just like such a special place. And, it's really beautiful. The property is really beautiful. And like this time of year, especially, is just like, oh my God, it's just so gorgeous there. And so, I just wanted to go and like say goodbye. I'm so sorry if this is like cringy to you. I just wanted to go and say goodbye. And, I walked through and they had like done some staging and stuff. So it just like felt and looked really weird because it was like, this is wrong. Like, this is not, it still felt like our house, but it was different. And, luckily, like I said, it's been so rainy, but it was sunny and it's beautiful. And so I got to like go out in the backyard and oh my God, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not sorry, I'm recording myself, but like I think that I do think that this is important to talk about because it always seems to like happy, yeah, I'm moving. And it's like, okay, but like what about your old house that you spent 10 years in and like those memories and how special that place is to you, And so I do want to talk about that. So yeah, it was nice to see it. It was nice to be able to go outside and like be in the backyard and be on the back patio and like y'all know, you've seen. I mean, I started vlogging while I was in that house and started streaming while I was in that house and just have so many like really, really special memories in that house and I really love it. I mean, I love it so much. It's not like the greatest house and y'all have heard me like complain about it over the years and like there's plenty to complain about. And like if we're just looking at like the house and like how much like better of a house, it's like this is clearly like a better house, sure. But this house like doesn't have any memories in it yet. And like visually it's stunning and it's got everything that like we wanted. And I'm not feeling regretful or anything like that at all. Like that's not what this is. While we were there, Shane was like, but you like our new house, right? And I was like, yes, I love our new house. It's just like I can love our new house and I can grieve our old house. And it's just a special place, and if you, not many of you who are watching this have ever been there, but if you are watching this and you've been there, like, that it just has, it's just like a special little spot. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And I think that we always think about grief as a thing where it's like, oh, someone died, or like an animal dies. And it's just like you think about grief as like a death. And there are just so many different kinds of grief. And moving is one of those. And it's also just like such a huge change that is already overwhelming. So yeah, I just feel like I'm definitely having a rough week and I've got a lot going on, I really do. And I've had a very like emotionally charged week, but that's not to like invalidate my feelings at all. That's just to say like there's a lot going on that's making me feel a lot, So, yeah, but I just thought it was important to say that because I do love my new house so much and I love my old house so much and I already miss it and I'm going to miss it. And I know that like I'll get through this and I know that it'll all be good. And I'm excited for this to get like settled and like be done and over with. And I'm sure that once the stress of that is through, then I'll feel a little bit better. But I also know that like I'm going to, have photos pop up on like my memories on my phone and it'll make me feel that wave of grief. Like that's what happened to me the other day was Shane was there and he was meeting the stagers there. And the stager had a puppy. She brought her puppy. She had like an 11-week-old Shih Tzu puppy. And he sent me a picture of the puppy, which of course I was like, oh my God, we need a puppy, which like, no, we don't, but whatever. My point is just like barely like the tiniest sliver of the photo, you could, oh my God, what is wrong with me? You could like see out of our dining room doors and you could like see into our backyard and just like, just seeing like that tiny sliver of the backyard made me like this, So it's going to be a work in progress and it will come and go, but I want to be honest with y'all about how I'm feeling. It's not like I've been dishonest this entire time. All the excitement and happiness and stuff, like that's all legit. And I also have been feeling like this, but it's like really, really overwhelming right now because it's getting real. So, there's that. I'm sorry for crying on the internet. It is not usually my go-to. You might think that it is if you watched me talk about Project Hail Mary, okay? But if you watch me elsewhere, well, no, if you watch me on Twitch, I do cry there too. I'm just like not one to like be like, oh, I'm crying, let me turn on the camera. It's just like, I have to talk about whatever. I don't have to explain myself to you. Okay, I'm sorry. Just tell me to shut up. In the comments, tell me to shut up. I'm going to go do my nails, y'all. I might include a clip of how they look, but I think I might end the vlog here. Just like on a positive note. I think I might end the vlog here. I think that I've gotten enough for this one. And I'm just going to go try to like chill and enjoy the rest of the day and drink plenty of water. Okay, so thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate y'all for being here. And I'm glad that y'all have been here to like, go with me through this process. And you may have never been to my house, but like you may miss seeing little clips of parts of my house. And like, if so, then feel free to share that. Or if there were any little parts of my house that and that you like recognize and that you like, tell me about it. Like that might seem silly because like I'm just a girl who you watch on your phone or your TV or whatever. But, I also rarely ever leave my house. So y'all are very familiar with the old house and you're getting familiar with the new house. So let me know if y'all have anything that you are going to miss seeing or that you really enjoyed or I don't know, anything like that. Okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you on my next video.